Blessings and peace to you. This is SbFavor Thinking Podcast, and my name is sbfavor. How are you doing today? It is Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. And as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen, because when you focus on the positive things, that simply means you are giving your energy to what is positive. And when you focus on the negative things, that means you are giving your energy to something that is negative. And so that is why I always like to remind you to focus on what is good, because you should give your energy to what is more positive. Give your energy to what is more positive. If you are out there traveling about, or even if you are home, make sure you pray. Make sure you stay focused, and make sure you are not distracted by being on your cell phone too much in the public, because many of us, sometimes we have to be mindful about being distracted in the public. You should always pay attention to your environments, no matter where you are. And if you are on your cell phone too much in the public, that means you are distracted. Pay attention. That's right. There's a lot going on right now around the world, and we should pay attention. That's right. If you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App $SBFavor, or you can give at Venmo at sbfavor. And if you would like additional information to give, if you are uncomfortable using the applications, you can go to my Facebook page, sbFavor Thinking Podcast, and send me a DM, and I can give you information so that you can have another way to support and give to the podcast. Thank you so much for your support and your donations. Also, I want to remind you, if you would like to improve your English, or if you would like to take public speaking lessons, you can make an appointment. That's right. If you want to just improve how you do presentations and all that good stuff when it comes to how you speak English, make an appointment at icsbiz1.com. And that's BIZ1, icsbiz1.com. And you can make an appointment to start your journey so that you can improve how you speak, how you present, and how you speak English. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the title of this episode. And the title of this episode is The Resolve of Acceptance, Finding Strength to Let Go. I'm going to repeat that again. The resolve of acceptance, finding strength to let go. Yes. I decided to talk about this today because a lot of us sometimes, unfortunately, we hold on to things in the past that hold us back. The past is gone forever. We can never get the past back. It is gone. Bad, good, and indifferent. A lot of things has happened in the past, and we can't get it back. I am focusing more on talking about and helping you to understand the importance of letting go the past and coming to a place of resolve. And what do I mean by that? A resolve of acceptance means resolve it in your heart that whatever happened, it happened and it's over. It's the past. You can't go back to it. When something happens, the first thing we have to do, especially when we are healing and when we are moving forward, we have to accept that it happened. We can't deny that it happened, no matter what it is. We can't deny it. We can't live in a fantasy. We have to confront it, and we have to accept it. So resolve of acceptance has everything to do with letting go and just accepting that whatever happened that was bad, you just accept it and you move on. Now, the phrase resolve of acceptance is not a standard term in business or psychology or law, but it can be totally understood if you understand exactly what this term is about. The word resolve, it simply means a firm decision or determination to do something. And acceptance, the word acceptance, it simply means the act of receiving, approving, or coming to terms with something. So the phrase resolve of acceptance is everything. It's everything to do with accepting what has happened. Because a lot of times when something bad happens, many of us, we just want to cast it out of our mind, and we just, as they say, put it under the rug and act like it didn't happen. No, that is not the way to heal. That is not the way to heal, because when you put many things under the rug, eventually you will trip over it. Because anything that's just pushed under the rug or pushed under the carpet, as they would say, that means it's not resolved. There's no healing in just not talking about something. There's no healing in just pushing it to the side. We have to resolve what has happened. We also have to accept what has happened. Right? So resolve of acceptance has everything to do with personal growth in the context of a mindset, a strong decision to accept a situation, person, or outcome rather than resisting it. For an example, someone may make a resolve of acceptance after failure, choosing to accept the failure but yet learn from it. We all can learn from what we have gone through. And if you have gone through something that was really, really negative, especially if it was something in your past, you can move forward. You don't have to be stuck mentally or spiritually at that same place, because many people, they get hurt and they go through different types of traumas and they stop right there and they don't grow anymore. They stop in one place according to where they were hurt, and then there is no transition or transformation after that. They just stay right there, and everything they do in their life is based upon the hurt that was done to them. And that is not how we should live, because we have a responsibility to personally grow in relationships. We have a personal responsibility to grow as individuals, and we have a personal responsibility to just be a better person. That's right. We have a responsibility to just be a better person. And you can't go far or do much to grow if you don't accept what has happened in the past. If you've gone through a bad divorce or a bad situation or a bad marriage or anything, bad relationship, you got fired from the job 15 years ago and you're still upset about it, it's time to accept that you got fired. I mean, I'm smiling about it because, we have to find joy in everything. If something bad has happened and it happened more than 5 years ago and you're still talking about it and complaining about it, that means you are walking in a place of hindrance, because there is no growing in a space of living according to the past. So a resolve of acceptance has everything to do with resolving it in your heart and telling yourself, okay, I accept what has happened. And when you do that, then you can move forward away from the place of being in denial. Because if you are in denial about something, there is no growth in that. When you acknowledge reality and stop resisting what has happened, you can start to understand what you need going forward more clearly. Yes, you can understand what you need and what you need to do more clearly when you come to a place of acknowledging the reality of what happened. Sometimes if we are in denial, sometimes unfortunately people do that because they don't want to deal with the pain of what happened. So think about it like this. Would you rather choose to stay stuck, Or would you choose to just confront it, deal with the pain of it, and move forward? Because if you deal with the pain of it and move forward, you will become more powerful. Because if you are stuck in that place of where you were last hurt, there's no power in that. So you have to let go and accept what has happened so that you can move forward. And as you move forward, you can shift your perspective about who you are and what happened and focus on what you need to learn so that you can continue to evolve. That's right. Once you embrace and accept what has happened, you can grow to a place to embrace the change that's going to come, because through that acceptance, a change comes. You will see a new version of yourself as you let the past go. That's right. But if you are holding on to the past, they did this to me. They did this to me. They did this to me. Guess what? There is no growth in that. There is no growth in holding on to the past. Let it go. Because the more you confront what has happened and you accept it and you tell yourself, okay, it's time to move on because you are doing the work, then you will experience a different you. You will shift your perspective, embrace the change, and you will see another version of you. That's right. Another thing you can do in the midst of that resolve of acceptance is practice gratitude. Because when you understand what has happened in your past and you realize how you have overcome your past and you realize how strong you are and you realize how intelligent and how powerful you are, then you will have gratitude. That's right. You will have gratitude. Find small things to appreciate about those moments that could have been worse. You overcame those moments, those bad things that happened in the past. You overcame. You could have been shaped totally according to the trauma or the bad things that happened to you. But because of your perseverance and because of how you chose to be a better person today and because of your strength, you are here and you can find gratitude in that. Be kind to yourself. Self-acceptance is just as important as accepting others. So be kind to yourself so that you can continually overcome and not struggle with your past when it comes to how you think, but walk in that resolve of acceptance. Accept what happened and move forward. Live in the present. Avoid dwelling on the past or fearful of things that already happened to you. You have strength now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. You're safe now. You are a man, a woman of great strength. You have done great things. So, be kind to yourself. Going forward, set healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries where you need to set those boundaries so that you can continue to do the work. If something tries to take you backwards, according to what happened to you in your past, just keep going forward according to how you think to keep your perception and your perspective clear. That's right. So set those boundaries that will provide safety for you. Live in the present. Live in the present. Choose peace over struggle. How do you choose peace over struggle? You will choose peace over struggle according to how you think, because everything starts with how you think. Acceptance reduces stress and inner conflict. Because if you accept what has happened, guess what? There's no longer a fight going on within, because you have resolved it in your mind and your heart. I'm going to move forward. That's right. You got to do this. Turn acceptance into action. That means taking positive steps, going forward, and staying determined in the process. The resolve of acceptance. Everything that I just mentioned, I pray in the name of Jesus that this helps you to stay focused. I pray that you be well in your mind and your spirit, that you can go forward and that you don't have to live in any kind of trauma anymore. You have been made new. And because you have been made new according to how you think, you can keep going forward to be encouraged. You can keep going forward to be influenced by what is good and by what is positive. You can believe that God is going to continue to help you on your journey. He said, I'll never leave you or forsake you. So be kind to yourself. Embrace change, practice gratitude, set those boundaries, and do all that you know to do to just keep going forward, not looking back, because you are not that person of the past anymore. You have come to this place to resolve and accept what has happened, because when you confront something that has happened, especially those things that have given us some kind of trauma, when you accept it, that means you confront it. And when you confront it, you only do it once. And once you do it, you can move forward. No more denial. No more pushing it under the rug or under the carpet, as they say. But now you have confronted the issue, the thing that has tried to hold you back. And now it cannot hold you back anymore, because you have decided to resolve it and accept it. So I thank you so much for listening to SB Favor Thinking Podcast. If you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. And I thank you so much for taking the time to listen. If this episode has encouraged you in any way, please share it with someone that needs it, because we all need to be encouraged. You make sure you stay focused on what's good, and have a good day.